What's up, Virgo? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with a Lionsgate 8/8/2023 tarot reading. It's a general tarot reading for the sign of Virgo. Whether it's your sun, moon, or rising, whether you have, Mercury in the third house or the sixth house, for you to be the sixth house, with aspects all over it. Ooh, whether you have conjunctions, two conjunctions, even maybe just one conjunction of two planets in Virgo with a lot of aspects on it. Maybe it's your most aspected planets. That would make Virgo stronger in your chart. There's all kinds of things that can make Virgo stronger in your chart. A really strong sixth house with Mercury in it would make it strong. Of course, a stellium there, which would be three or more conjunctions. Even having Mercury conjunct your ascendant with aspects to Virgo, those types of things. All of those would make Virgo very powerful in your chart, and you would want to kind of check out that sign. That's just natal chart astrology. There's a lot more to it than what I'm saying. There's also patterns that you could take in there, like grand trines, grand sextiles, kites. I mean, the list goes on. And they could make Virgo also very powerful in your chart. You got mutual receptions, things like this. Being in the sign of its lordship is also good. Also being exalted, things like this can also make it more prominent in your chart. I eventually want to make more videos, like I've said before, concerning these types of things, astrology, horoscopes, do natal chart readings for people with live streams, things like that. But I got to build the channel, got to get a lot more subscribers. I'm at like 50, 50 something. I need to be like at least 1,000. Once the channel can actually be monetized, and even that's not really monetized, right? But at least it gives me like the incentive to like continue, because then the channel's being built. I saw those cards, but it's too early to throw them down. And I naturally started shuffling again, which means they weren't the cards. I did it without even thinking. So this is going to be the general reading. I'm going to do my thought spread, and I'm going to do it with a clarifying deck, and I'll draw a Moonology card at the end to try to tie it all together. See what kind of sense that makes, or what like kind of the overall arching message was, to kind of go with the outcome. All right, what we got for Virgo? 8/8 Lionsgate. Oops, I almost wanted to stop. It's an abundance reading for the 8th month. It didn't have to be necessarily about money, but it can be. If we see a bunch of love cards in there, well, that's the route we're going. Transformational cards, that's the route we're going. Spiritual cards, that's the route we're going, Mental cards, oh, there we go. Ooh. And that's the first card, that's the star. Looks like either healing energy, a wish, healing a heartbreak, looks like, yeah. Looks like healing a heartbreak. I mean, it could be actual heart issues even in a situation like this, because those are two healing cards. You got Temperance and the Star with the Three of Swords. So when you see an actual heart, maybe heart health is important. And I think heart health is important for especially us in the States who have really bad diets, because the food around that they give us isn't exactly the best. That's the bottom card. Take it for what you want. I don't put a lot of stock in it. I feel like if it was supposed to be in the reading, it would be there. That could just be being sweet, emotional type individual. It could be a water sign in your environment, in your world. It could be you being a sweet individual, and I'd suggest that Virgos are sweet individuals. They're represented by the Virgin. They're represented about personal health, but mainly healing. 6th house is personal health. That's why Virgo is closely associated with healing. Say hi to Seti in the background. He's a 17-pound cat trying to get into a little box. You can't even tell how big he is from here, but he's huge. He's 17 pounds. He's a massive cat. And that box is so small. So this is the current situation. Looks like healing of a broken heart. This is your current question. Could be, you asking about someone else's relationship, like a heartbreak, or your own heartbreak, or like a relationship ended, or it could be actual heart health. Could be somebody in your life, like a grandparent or mother or anything like that that's had heart issues. And you're asking about healing, because this is all over healing right here. These two together, this is healing, divine healing, guidance, that type of thing. It could be a wish to not have a broken heart, or to overcome a situation that broke your heart, and finding balance and guidance and all that. But it's just screaming healing of a heart here, whether it's love, most likely love, but it could be actual heart health, like heart attack, or even just cholesterol issues, those types of things. But it's screaming. The question is about healing, or it could be a wish, right? A wish to heal a broken heart, a wish to heal someone else's broken heart, maybe the broken heart of the world even. It could be on a collective level. Virgos are very closely associated with healing others and showing people the way. That's what the sign is, right? It's a very sweet sign. That's kind of what the whole aspect of Virgo, when you get to that part of the chart, it's the virgin, right? She's the pure one, the innocent one. Like all about purity and healing and teaching others. It's a very powerful sign. This is your current path. Looks like squabbling with the King of Cups, or Five of Rods, King of Cups, and Ace of Rods. So it's like a shift, right? It's a shift from, or taking a specific stance in this kind of energy, like arguing, or, it could be somebody passed, right? And there's like squabbling within the family about inheritance or something like that, but I don't really see any cards that would suggest inheritance. So this is probably more of just like argumentative energy around you in some way, but you taking this kind of route right here, or being like this within it, being calm, compassionate, and that leading to like a new beginning in that, or like a new way of approaching those types of situations, a new passionate approach. And it could be maybe that you're healing, like I said, healing a heart, and then you're like, boom, this could be an athletic card. This could be getting out there and boom, hiking and doing all kinds of things. It can be a sexual card. It could be anything physical or like moving forward type energy. It could be that you have water in your chart in some way. It could be that it's a water sign individual that you were squabbling with. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or they have it strong in their chart. Watery people generally are kind of emotional types. And it could be leading to a new beginning with that person. Discovering something new about this individual. Could be something within yourself. But like I said, it screams healing in here, and it could be there's some kind of argument around it, or some kind of different perspectives on this aspect of healing. Maybe you're a doctor, and people are trying to give you different aspects on healing a certain patient, or you're talking to multiple doctors, and they're trying to give you specific aspects on healing yourself or someone that you love, and you're like, yo, whoever this guy is the one you need to listen to. The one that cares. Maybe you're the one that cares. This is the other path you can choose. It's a happy home card right there. It's transformation. So you got the Four of Rods, death, and the Queen of Wands. So like I said, with this card and these healing cards, this other path, I hate to say it, but it could be physical death of someone that you know, like close, like a grandparent, parent. Could just be somebody that's older that you cared about a lot, member of like a community that you're with, whether it's like church or whatever you do. Maybe it's something you do for work. Maybe you work in an old folks home. Somebody passed, and it could be a Queen of Wands. Could be a fire sign individual that passed, right? On this other path. Because it's asking about the healing of some kind of heart here. This path looks like it's got death in it, or at least transformation. It could be the transformation of your home, or your home life, or your social situations, right? Yeah, they're both kind of looking that way, the Death card and the Queen of Wands, looking toward this like happy home celebration type of thing. This could be some kind of situation where somebody passed, right? Somebody in the family passed. Some kind of transformation in the home. And this could straight up be a funeral. I hate to say it. It looks like a happy social gathering, but funerals don't actually have to be all somber and sad. They are to some extent for sure, but you get to see a lot of the people that you love, right? He's walking toward it. And I mention it like that because, just the way the cards are falling out, especially with the healing cards with the heart card here. It's like one path looks like healing, right? And then one path looks like it could be somebody passing. And it could be somebody's already passed and that you're trying to heal your own heart. Or it could be somebody like a relationship that's passed. And it could be that maybe there's like a divorce or something like that, and that's the transformation, right? A transformation in the home. And it could be that you have fire in your chart. You could be cusp Leo. You could be a late August birth. Or you could have Leo in your chart in some way, or any fire sign, Aries or Sagittarius. And it could be that your home is being transformed because of whatever this heartbreak is. It looks like that maybe squabbling was the situation with it. And it could be maybe you had roommates or something like that, because it's multiple people here with the arguments. It could be family union, it could be friends, it could be partners at work. I don't see anything that really suggests work here necessarily. But it looks like whatever this is leads to a new beginning on the current path that you're on. And it could be, and if it's relationship-wise, you may be about to meet this individual. and that they may be the one you end up with. Something like that. I don't really see lovers cards here or anything like that, but I do see a heartbreak card. And it could be that this is just the route that you take, right? The waters are pretty turbulent behind him there, but overall, he looks very calm even in the turbulent waters. And it could be the route that you take, being very calm and collected and compassionate in calming waters, or in being calm in, rough waters. And then that leading you on a new path, right? Getting away from whatever this is. This could be where the heartbreak is. Like, it doesn't have to be actual death, but I have to mention it because I see this card with the death card, so I have to mention that it could be that. But it could just be a situation that was upsetting you. Some kind of squabbling or arguments with individuals. And you want a healing or a balance in that situation. It could be, I don't really see anything specifically with occupation. So I don't, even though you could be, like I said, you could be a counselor, working with people in some way, trying to heal them. Could be like working at old folks' home, or maybe like a doctor or something like that. This is the advice. It's got another new beginning. This one's in money, and then like holding the world. So whatever this you're moving past, like, it's gonna pay off. That's big money. I don't even know if in this situation doesn't necessarily look like you're looking for money, but it's gonna pay off in some way. Like I said, it could be an inheritance. If somebody passed, you're about to get some kind of inheritance, and it looks like you're waiting on that. Some kind of situation, and then like making sure you're smart about it. Move forward quickly. Move forward decisively. Move forward strategically and smartly, to get what you deserve. Could be that a hospital or something maybe messed up, and maybe one of your loved ones got hurt, and they're trying to heal, but the hospital messed up. Maybe you got a lawsuit against them. I don't see the justice card here, but we haven't clarified yet. And it could be maybe you have a medical malpractice lawsuit against somebody, or against a hospital or something like that. Or even something that hurts yourself. It could be something specifically with the heart. This seems really, really specific. It could be inheritance, right? Somebody passed, inheritance. It could be that whatever this transformation is in your life leads to this new opportunity, right? Because you have two aces here. This one's showing you leading to a new opportunity. Staying cool, staying calm in rough waters, right? Leading to this. So basically going from this, which is the rough waters that are in this picture, and you being there on your throne, and then getting to this new beginning. This new beginning, it looks like it's passion or something you're very passionate about. And this is the advice. Go get your money. Or the money's coming in some way. This is you just waiting for it, or having it all from that. Like, maybe it's a very large sum of money. This is saying be smart with it. Be decisive, be strategic, maybe invest, Wait for the stock market to get to the bottom, though. It's getting down there. Like, it's been dropping. Don't necessarily, I'm not a professional, I'm just saying that buy when it's low. And it's getting low in many sectors right now, but it's still falling. I think we still got a little while of falling before it starts going back up. So let them babies get really low. And then the moment you start seeing it taking back up again, buy. This is the outcome. This is batting down the hatches. So if you do get a lot of money in some way, guess what? They're going to come out of the woodwork. So you're going to have to be ready, defensive. Looks like multiple people. Right? It could be some kind of celebration. Like I said, it could be a funeral. Or like everybody's like, I want my piece of the pie. It could be like you get this big piece of the pie, and then like they're coming out of everywhere. They're like, hey, I want I got this idea. I want this. I want to do that. What do you think? This new idea. And in social situations, it could be those kind of people coming up all the time, and you're like, yo, what do you want? What do I owe you? You know what I mean? Virgos are really smart, so I imagine you're not going to be overcome by that. And that does seem very, very specific. But it looks like people kind of in social situations, like for whatever the situation is that happened, it's like you're going to be in some kind of social situations involving it. It could be work, Like I said, it could be something with family. It could be something happened that led you to where you're getting all this money. Whatever that is. And then they're all just coming out of the woodwork. They're holding their hands out. Everybody's got a new idea. Like, it's what this is. Like, everybody's got a new idea of what you should do, and you're like, yo, this is mine. I earned this, in whatever way that is. I kind of want to see what this Heartbreak card is. What is this Three of Swords here? Ooh, this is upside down here. Ooh, where did these even, how'd these get flipped? Oh, that's definitely where we're stopping. Okay, there's the Justice card. Okay, this could be some kind of court thing for sure. Yeah, it's called adjustment in here, and it, like I said, adjustment. It is balance, right? It's called adjustment, so it could be some kind of transition, some adjustment that has to be made, and the completion of something because something sudden happened. I mean, screaming heart attack. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm not saying it's you, because how can you experience this if it's you? I mean, I guess you could have some heart issues and something happens, but. And if that's the case, and you have a really unhealthy lifestyle, really unhealthy, like, start exercising, start eating healthy. And that's just good overall advice for anyone, right? I would say that. But if it's someone in your, I mean, it could be somebody like a grandparent or something like that. Because when you get older, I mean, that's generally what gets people. The heart gives out, right? I mean, it's beating all the time. It's, you know, it's a motor, and eventually it does wear down. We can do our best to try to keep it going, keep it alive. But I mean, eventually it's gonna go. There's no stopping that. And it could be somebody close in your life, and it looks like it happened suddenly. Completion of something, and then that led to an adjustment or justice, some kind of court situation. Somebody got hurt, something like that. It looks like it's leading to like this court situation for sure, or an inheritance, some kind of documents that have to be signed for something, and you're involved in it for sure. But whatever this is, it seems to be coming to you for whatever reason, because something wasn't able to be healed like it should have been. It could be a lawsuit, like I said. Could be somebody messed up at the hospital. I don't know. This seems very specific. I don't know why it's coming to me like this. And if it doesn't resonate, hey, go watch the other signs. It could just be, you know, like I said, it could be heartbreak in a relationship, right? Could be your spouse got hurt in some way on the job or something, or anything like that. It could be grandparents. Could be heartbreak. You know, could be divorce, right? Because, you know. If it's not anybody dying or anything, it's a transformation in your life, or it's a heartbreak instead of like an actual heart issue, you know, you're going to be in court too. Justice card, like it's divorce, and you're trying to divorce and get your money. Both sides, male or female, doesn't matter. I don't know how. It depends on if you have a prenuptial agreement, how that works out for people. It's never a good situation. You know, looks like there's going to be arguments, which would make sense. Could be with the King of Cups, right? Could be that you're married to a water sign. Could be that's the individual coming in. One way or the other, it could be the ending of a cycle, meeting someone. It could be that, like I said, a transformation from this type of energy to this type of energy, a new beginning with you staying calm in rough waters. And it could definitely be rough waters. So this is going to be on the Death card. Great strength. You got another Knight of Swords, but it's in a different spot with the Prince of Cups. So in this deck, the Knight of Rods is strength, and then it would be called the Lord of Great Strength in the Golden Dawn deck, which I also have, but it's not quite as colorful. And you have the Knight of Swords and the Prince of Cups, and if you can see, it's called Strength. It's really the Lord of Great Strength. It's like, you know, the base chakra all the way up to it's Malkuth all the way up to Kether, right? It's all the power, all the energy, right? And it's over the Death card, so it's like it's asking you to be strong. You know, stay strong in your emotions and in your mind. This could be like a death in the family, like I said. Or even if it's like a divorce or something like that, or even people, it could be people close to you that are having the divorce or having the situation. Somehow you're involved, you know? And it's saying you have great strength to get through this with the Knight of Swords and the Prince of Cups. It's saying you got to keep your mind and your emotions, you know, taut, keep them strong. Straight up. I got to see what this Ace of Pentacles is because I don't know if I'm on the right line with the inheritance aspect of it, or if it's just a new beginning. Maybe it's like a divorce and you get a bunch of money. Could be like a lawsuit for like medical malpractice. Could be somebody died in inheritance. It could be you starting something new, like the ending, whatever the ending of this is, led you to something new. It doesn't really scream work here, but it could be still, right? And like I said, maybe you're a doctor. Maybe the hospital was like, hey, like you need to do this way. And you're like, yo, that's not going to help that person. And, the hospitals can be notorious for wanting money instead of like to help people. And it's very sad. And maybe you didn't align with that. And you're like, yo, I'm going off on my own. I'm going to be my own. I'm going to be like a family practitioner now. Or I'm going to go be a doctor on my own or help people in my way. And it leads to a new way of doing things. Maybe you help people in some way, or whatever company you work for, whether you're like an old folks home or like maybe counseling individuals, maybe you're helping addicts recover, that type of thing. That's all within Virgo's territory, by the way. So healing and teaching, those are, making the world better. That's all Virgo stuff. So, and it could be that you're doing something like that in your life or in your job, or that you need to be, and you're getting led to that. And that's what leads you to this new money. I mean, you got victory here, but you got the Nine of Swords. So, it's a victory in something. And like I said, it could be a court case, so maybe you do get victory, right? It could be like you leave work and you get some kind of pension from it, or some kind of settlement from your work. Could be an inheritance, like I said, because you got victory here. But you also have the Princess of Wands, which is like passionate energy moving forward, but it looks like you're worried about it in some way, right? I mean, if you win a bunch of money in some way, whatever this is, the victory here on the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, if I won a bunch of money, I'd be worried too, because people, like I said, people will come out of the woodwork. And that's why this card is here in advice. And this is all the advice area. So that's why this is here. He's like, be smart. Think clearly. Be smart. Don't let the worry get you. Whatever this money is, or how it's coming to you, whatever this new start in money is. It says be patient too, because you got the two of rods there. He's waiting with the world in his hand. He's just waiting. But he's got everything he needs already. Maybe he's already won. Maybe he's just waiting. I'm kind of curious what this Seven of Rod is. It's kind of this whole area right here. This is a very odd reading. Seems kind of specific, but that's what's coming out. That's what's coming out and coming through. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, it's a good card. And oh yeah, outcome's all good. Yeah, they're going to come out of the woodwork, it looks like, but I mean, you have it all, like 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So it's like, yeah, they're going to come out of the woodwork, and they're going to try to get something for you and get something from you probably. But, it's just batten down the hatches, hold down your ground, be smart about it. But this looks like you're going to be overflowing with abundance, and like you're going to be compassionate about it. That's what the Queen of Cups is saying. It's like, you will be compassionate about it. You know what I mean? And you take pleasure in helping people. Just don't let him you have a lot of resources, or you've accomplished something really well, or maybe it's like, oh, now you're more of a charitable doctor or something like that. People will try to take advantage of you the best they can, so you can only do so much. You can only give so much of yourself. But this is saying that you have so much. When you have 10 of Cups, satiety, it's like you're sated. You have everything you need and then some, right? And then it's a pleasure to you to be able to be the Queen of Cups for people, to be compassionate, to be able to listen to others, to be able to heal others. That is what Virgo is about, healing. 6th house is personal health. Virgo is about healing. Not just people, but it can be animals too, because 6th house is also associated with little fuzzy animals. I'm telling you it is. Yeah, but it looks like you're giving something back to the world in some way, some kind of healing that you're asking about. Whether it's with something that it could be happening to you, like I said, it could be something with your heart, or some kind of healing that you were able to accomplish or do within your life of a broken heart, even right there, led you to be able to help others in some way. It could be a rough situation, but like, oh yeah, a new start is coming, new moon, boom. So yeah, this is definitely the ending of something. Right? So that kind of ties it together a little more. Something ended in some way, and it was sudden, right? And it came to completion. Whatever this heartbreak situation is, it ended. It doesn't have to necessarily be death. I just saw the death card over on this path. But it could be transformation. Like I said, it could be death of a job, a way of thinking, a way of doing things. And now you're tired of like maybe the systems that you're involved with, and you want to help people. You don't want to just do the mundane aspect of work or whatever it is that you're doing. You want to actually give back in some way. But if somebody did pass, I'm sorry. If somebody, and you're having to go through like an inheritance or go to funerals, or maybe you don't even know. It could be like some long lost relative you don't even know, but they've left you something big. I mean, it's hard to say. Could be a court case in some way, some case. Like I said with the adjustment card there, that you're winning, and you're gonna win, and you're gonna get, and that's gonna. I mean, you get a bunch of money. It's definitely a new start, right? And you got 2 aces here. You got the Ace of Rods and the Ace of Pentacles. So, and this is a new moon, a new start is coming. And it looks like an abundant one. And it's in the 8th month, so it wouldn't surprise me. And Virgos can be born in the 8th month. You can be born toward the end of August for sure. So I hope that helps in some way, Virgo. I know it's really specific, but I'm just reading what the cards came out and how the message flowed through me. Like I said, I'm really trying to build the channel. I hope that you will consider liking and subscribing. I'd like to start making more videos, specifically astrology, but I'll keep making my tarot videos too. I like to get enough people where I can do live streams and like really start breaking down charts. It's fun for me. I'm actually really good at it. I can read charts. I don't even need any information. I can just see a chart and I can pick out a lot of things and really understand an individual, and in some ways try to help them understand themselves, because it's not me telling them what it means. It's more about them hearing what whoever the reader is says, and then being able to put that through their filter and see how that actually applied in their life. Hopefully you will consider liking and subscribing. That is all I have. If you don't want to like and subscribe, I'm still grateful that you're here to watch the video. With that being said, I hope you have a happy August, and I hope that whatever this big new situation is leads to all kinds of greatness for you. Later, Virgo.